Roberts has been churning out box office hits since the 1980s, along the way earning the title of America's sweetheart. Her latest coup, landing a role originally written for a man. ABC's Michael Strahan spoke to Julia Roberts about her new movie and what makes her happy.
I don't have the stomach to watch him walk away again. Maybe
From America's sweetheart to a mother seeking revenge. In the new thriller, Secret in Their Eyes,
I found Martin.
Julia Roberts plays an FBI agent investigating her own daughter's death.
What is it?
It's Carol.
What?
It's Carol. It's your daughter.
It was an intense role. But Roberts had some spousal support on set. Danny Moder, the film's cinematographer, and her husband of 13 years. Did it help to have him there whenever you got out of a heavy scene?
Well, it helped in a couple of ways because, first of all, I try to impress him so much that really, as much as I try to impress my director, I just think, is he, okay.
Are you really trying to impress your husband?
He's looking. Of course. He's my person.
I love that.
He's my person. In that regard, I think it definitely tried to go more, find more to kind of make him go, oh, I did not expect her to do that. It became very meditative to go to work together or come home together, and we've kind of gone through, when you come home, how was your day? Well, we did this, we did this. None of that. It was just all about the kids, which was amazing.
Over her nearly 3-decade-long career, Roberts has played it all, from a law school student in The Pelican Brief to a maid of honor trying to steal the groom in My Best Friend's Wedding.
I dreamt that some psychopath was trying to break the two of you up. I'll be here all day.
She won an Oscar for playing a passionate activist in Erin Brockovich.
Not personal. That is my work. My sweat, my time away from my kids. If that's not personal, I don't know what is.
But it was her role as a pretty woman that catapulted her career. 25 years later, I met up with Roberts in the same place where she shot Pretty Woman, the Beverly Wilshire Hotel.
Wow.
Do you have any feelings that come over you when you come into this hotel?
Abject awkwardness, especially when I go into the elevator. Because the elevators are exactly the same and have the little seats.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
And that's when I just walk in and kind of look around, and everyone's looking at their feet.
Because you make them nervous?
Because we all feel uncomfortable.
You don't make me feel uncomfortable. You make me
If we got in the elevator, you'd be so uncomfortable right now.
Don't you ever
In Secret in Their Eyes, Roberts played a role originally written for a man. So when they say, hey, we want you to play this part, did you go, wow, they didn't want you to play it as a man?
Well, it was interesting because
I've had to play Oprah, so I'm just curious. They made me play Oprah as a woman.
Well,
so
I do feel kind of masculine. I am sort of a manly girl, but it was one of those things that they had actually taken the man from the original and incorporated some issues, some situations from other characters in the original to put together to create the character that ultimately I do play.
Despite her superstardom, Roberts prefers to stay out of the spotlight and off social media, instead focusing her attention on her 3 children. As a father of 4 kids myself, I was excited to ask her for some parenting advice.
My daughter said to me last year, we were talking about school, and she was having some frustration. And she said, Mommy, you just don't know what it's like. And the next morning, I said to her, guess what I'm going to do today? I'm going to sit in the back of your classroom all day today and understand what it's like. By the time the bell rang to go home, this is what I know. No child wants to get in the car and have their parents say, how was your day?
So you were overwhelmed by it?
I just wanted to be over.
So all I can say is this, it was a very quiet car ride home?
And that's okay. And that's okay. To not be talking in the car is fine.
I like that advice. Roberts says she leads a normal life, cooking, helping her kids with homework, and walking the dogs. She even let me in on one of her family traditions.
And there's something I hear you play at the dinner table called the family dinner game.
Family dinner game.
Where you ask questions around the table. Mm-hmm. Can we play that?
Do you have questions?
I have a few questions.
Okay, I have questions. What's your middle name?
Anthony. What is the first thing you look at when you see somebody?
I guess, your eyes, your smile, probably your eyes. They're brown, they're twinkly.
I'm blushing. I didn't think I'd blush.
Well, they are brown and twinkly.
Brown and twinkly. Okay, thank you.
And that's when you say, oh, so are yours.
Looks aside, I asked her about her key to happiness.
I agree. You say you have the natural chemistry of joy. What is the natural chemistry of joy?
Just a roll of the dice, I think. I mean, I feel like I was born of joy. And I know that you share that same feeling, that just happy is something that I feel I'm blessed with, or there's also that sweet adage, it doesn't matter if you win or lose until you lose. Ooh. I'm just kidding, that's not a good adage, I'm just kidding.
I kind of liked it. I was kind of mesmerized. You made me go deep when I was thinking with that one. Oh boy, oh, that was pretty good.
Our thanks to my friend Michael Strahan for that report.